In this video, I'm going to be detailing one thing that I hate about every single map in COD Zombies history. Treyarch only. Also, real quick, it'll take 2 seconds. If you're not subscribed to this channel, please go subscribe. I'm trying to hit 10k before the end of the year. And also leave a like, it'll help this video a ton, it'll help this channel a ton. If you like Zombies content, I think it's the best thing to do. Thank you. Noctur and Toten. The one thing I hate about Noctur and Toten, even though it is classic, it's a great map, you know, for what it was, it's just too boring. It's way too boring. After getting your 2 guns, you're set up. That's it. Noct has the potential to be fun if it had perks and stuff, but you know, that's a BO3 thing and we can get into that another time. But Noctur and Toten on World at War after getting 2 guns is boring. Verrucht. Very simply put, the Verrucht sprinters. And by the way, I'm only judging every single map based on its original version, so yeah. The Black Ops 1 and Black Ops 3 version don't suffer from this, but because I'm only grading the original versions, Verrucht World at War has the Verrucht sprinters. That is by far the worst thing about that map. Shino Numa. Again, something else from World at War is the broken dogs. This doesn't happen in Der Riese, but in Shino Numa, the dogs hurt you and you actually don't gain your health back like you would from a normal zombie, so you just die unexpectedly sometimes when you really think you shouldn't. Der Riese. Look, there's not much to hate about this map. I know there's a lot of glitches in World at War, and yet again, that's going to be what is my most hated thing on this map, and that's obviously the glitched Wunderwaffe. You shoot yourself with that thing, and you lose Juggernog. Not really, but like you do, because it'll say you have Juggernog, and if you don't realize that it's a glitch, then you're screwed because 2 hits later and you're dead. Keen der Toten. Again, not much to hate about this map. It's pretty basic. I guess you could say it's boring, but I like this map. The one thing I hate about this map, though, is the Nova Crawler gas. Not the crawlers themselves. I think they're a cool boss, but my god, when the gas hits you, you really want to commit suit 5. 5 is one of my honestly, my most favorite maps of all time. It's definitely in the top 5, no pun intended, but I have to say, the one thing I hate is, unfortunately, its wonder weapon, which is the Winter's Howl. This thing falls off by round 25, maybe, if you're lucky. It just doesn't have the ammo, and it doesn't have the damage, and it's ass. That simple. That's the one thing I hate. Ascension. I was going to put the Space Monkeys, but the more I thought about it, the more I realized that map kind of needs the Space Monkeys, otherwise it'd be too bland. So speaking of bland, the one thing I chose was the black and white aspect when you first spawn in. I get it can maybe be cool to some people, but man, after a while it just gets so annoying. Like every time you load up that map, you're like, oh yeah, it's black and white, I forgot. Call of the Dead. Close to a perfect map. Again, another top 5 ever map in my opinion, but everybody knows the wonder weapon on that map. The VR11 is horrible, unless you're in co-op, in which case, you know, people have used it to get records, but I'm a solo player. I hate the VR11. Shangri-La. This is my personal favorite map of all time. There is almost nothing to even dislike, let alone hate. I really don't hate anything on this map, but if I had to choose something, it'd be the Screecher Zombie, because that thing is fucking annoying sometimes. Moon. Holy fuck, the Cosmonaut. I hate you. I will always hate you, and for everything you did to me in that series when I was trying to get to round 50, that is just, it's going to stick with me the rest of my life. PTSD, fuck you, Cosmonaut. Transit. There's like 1,000 things I hate about Transit, but honestly, if I had to pick one, it would be the Denizens. And now you can kind of pair that with the Fog, because the only reasons the Denizens are there is because the Fog is there, but the Denizens themselves as an individual thing is worse than anything probably in Zombies history. But definitely, for sure, the worst thing on Transit is the Denizens. I hate them the most. I hate when they just scratch your face off. It's so annoying. You're trying to run. You can't. You have to turn around every 5 seconds to kill them, otherwise you're not going to be able to run without getting interrupted. Town. The lava. That simple. I mean, the Pack-a-Punch is literally in the lava, and it's gotten me killed a couple times. That's all I have to say about that. Farm. Farm is chill, and there's lava on that map too, but I think the one downfall it has, and I've said this on the channel a couple times, but the one downfall I think is that it has no Pack-a-Punch. I think, and I get it, Town and Farm maybe could be a little too similar for that Pack-a-Punch, but I'm sorry, you need Pack-a-Punch on Farm. It would give it so much more personality, and I think it would be more respected in the community if it had Pack-a-Punch. Nuketown. Now, I know the obvious answer here would be the random perk system, like, oh, I can't get Juggernog to around 20 sometimes. Nobody actually ever experiences that. Everybody just says that. I'm sorry, that never happens to you. I actually like the random perk system on Nuketown. I think it needs that personality because otherwise it would have no personality. So, you know what I'm going to say? This is out of left field. But the Raygun Mark II chance. If you don't really get what I mean, it's that the Raygun Mark II, I mean, pretty much on all Black Ops 2 maps, except like Buried, but I don't really know the exact percentages, but it's pretty much on every map. But if I had to pick something on Nuketown, it'd be the fact that you can barely ever get the Raygun Mark II. It takes like 1,000 hits, and I fucking hate that. Die Rise. Not coming out of left field on this one. This is a very, very simple one. It's just the fall damage, falling to your death. I could have picked Who's Who, I guess, but falling to your death. I've done it a couple times. I think I've even done it on the channel. If I did, here's a clip. Mob of the Dead. This one I didn't even know was a thing until just recently when I did the Mob of the Dead Round 50 series. By the way, go check out my live streams and tune into the live streams. Turn on post notifications if you want to be a part of the Round 50 series. But again, didn't figure this out until I was streaming, but it was that Brutus spawns hella when you're hitting the box. That is so annoying. The chat had to tell me that that was a thing, because Brutus just kept spawning over and over when I was trying to get the rig on Mark II, and that pissed me off. He spawned like 15 times. I hate that. That's probably my least favorite thing about Mob of the Dead. Buried. I love Buried. Not much to hate about this map. Kind of like some other maps, but I'd have to say the Witches, in theory, they're good. They're a good boss. I like them. They're pretty cool, but the fact that they take 2,000 points per hit, fuck off. Just like real women. Take your money and leave. Don't tell my girlfriend. Origins. The Mud. Some maps I come out of right field, left field, but there's some maps where I just keep it simple. Origins, it's simple. The Mud. Black Ops 3 is a little bit better with this, but again, we're just rating them on the normal versions. So BO2, Origins, Mud, yeah, it's self-explanatory. Shadows of Evil. Shadows of Evil has a pretty good boss, I guess, but still I'd have to pick the Margwa because there's really not much to choose from on Shadows of Evil. There's nothing I inherently just hate out of my mind. And the Mark was actually, again, a good boss, but the amount of times it's ruined my game and totally destroyed my game, I have to pick it. The Giant. I know I said I like the random perks on Nuketown, but on the Giant, it makes no sense and is literally just there to be different from Darius. It's stupid. In my opinion, it doesn't need that. Darius already has enough personality as it is, so you could have just, they already added a couple things, like the Stamina or Deadshot thing, the Easter egg with it. Maybe add something else, like an extra room in the map. Don't make the perks random. It's just too weird. Der Eisendrache. The Panzer, because it's fucking OP on Der Eisendrache. Zetsubo no Shima. Literally everything. I hate that map with every fiber in my being. Don't care how you feel about it, because I hate it. Nothing, and I mean nothing, will change my mind. It's my least favorite map in COD history. Garad Krovi. Honestly, Garad Krovi's a close to perfect map as well, but if I had to choose something, it would be the Fire from the Dragon. I think the Fire from the Dragon is just an inconvenience, and again, there's not much to pick on with Garad Krovi, so if I had to choose, that would be that. Revelations. Revelations did a lot of fan service. We all wanted this map when it was first coming out. Looking back, it's kind of boring, but the thing I hate about this map is that it's just way too easy. I feel like you can get the wonder weapons in like 2 box hits, and there's like 3 wonder weapons, so yeah. I don't know. Just setting up on that map is easy. It's just, and the map itself is easy, so I don't know. I just don't like that. Voyage of Despair, the perk system. Classified, the perk system. Blood of the Dead, the perk system. 9, the perk system. Dead of the Night, the perk system. Ancient Evil, the perk system. Alpha Omega, the perk system. Tag der Toten, the perk system. D-Machine. I think D-Machine has a lot of potential, or had a lot of potential. It's been out for years now. My god, I'm so old now. But I think if it was a little bit bigger of a map, and I just think they could have done so much more with it. I think it was the best map on Cold War in my opinion, but they could have done more with it. So my thing that I hate, quote unquote, about it is that it's too small. Firebase Z. For some reason in the prime of this game, I loved Firebase Z, but looking back, way too many mimics and manglers, man. Way too many. I don't care that they drop ammo and that I have a Ray K and that it's OP. It's just too annoying. Mauer der Toten. Honestly, guys, I'm not going to lie. I didn't play Mauer der Toten too much. This is, I don't want to say my least played map on the list, but it's up there. So I'm just going to take something I don't like from the game, which is that zombie sprint way too fast in higher rounds. It's so annoying. Forsaken. This is not a hot take. The layout is awful. You can literally only get places by teleporting. This is an Outbreak, baby. It's just stupid. Terminus. The setup literally takes 3.5 seconds, and it's way too easy. It's just too easy. Liberty Falls. Bland and boring. No colors, no nothing. Setup is too easy. Everything's too easy. Kind of the same with Terminus, but it's just too bland. It's boring. At least Terminus has sort of a personality with its colors and the fact that it's on an island. That makes it pretty, I don't know, it stands out. Liberty Falls stands out for being bland. Citadel des Morts. Honestly, guys, I haven't played this map since, the day it came out. They might have fixed it, and they probably did. So correct me in the comments if I'm wrong. But the thing I hated about the map when I was playing it is that the swords were trash. They just weren't good enough. The Tomb. It's a Temu Origins, so pretty much everything. I hate that map. Just because they advertised it as, a new Origins, and they advertised it with the Stav, and it just sucks. So I now hate that map for life. Alright, that's it. That's one thing I hate about every single map in Call of Duty history, Treyarch only. And if you did enjoy that video, please go down and subscribe and leave a like for some more content like that. Usually I do gameplays, but every now and then I'll hop in the studio, aka my bedroom, and knock something like this out. So yeah, have a good day, guys. Later.